You're listening to Travel Tales with me, Isabella, your virtual travel agent. On this podcast, we dive into the details of my favourite destinations around the world. I'm so excited to share these destinations with you, how to travel there, where to stay, and what to be sure not to miss adding to your itinerary. I'm your guide to becoming a travel superhero. This time, we're packing our bags and heading to the glamorous Beverly Hills. There are 90210 reasons to love Beverly Hills, the city where you can live like the rich and famous, shop like a movie star, and dine like a celebrity. Originally a ranch that was later turned into a lima bean farm, Beverly Hills still betrays its rancho roots with the name of streets like Rodeo Drive. Can you imagine how it might have smelled when it was a lima bean farm? During the early 1920s, Hollywood became the place to make motion pictures. Filming occurred in the far west because the patents for filmmaking were held in New York, filed by Thomas Edison. So by filming in Hollywood, the filmmakers hoped to bypass the patents and escape having to pay royalties to Edison. Beverly Hills was a nice and convenient place to live that offered a short commute to the new studios in Burbank and Culver City. The beauty and quiet of Beverly Hills, then a new development, became the place where movie stars wanted to live and play. When silent movie superstars Mary Pickford and husband Douglas Fairbanks built a mansion in the hills called Pickfair, the fate of Beverly Hills as the home of the stars was sealed permanently. Because of its placement between Los Angeles and West Hollywood, Beverly Hills is some of the most expensive residential property in the entire world. Not only is Beverly Hills popular with movie enthusiasts and sun-soakers, it's also a place where art, fashion, and culture combine, and the city is a mecca for creativity. While Burbank Airport is just as close as Los Angeles International Airport, you'll probably land at LAX. This airport is one of the busiest in the world, as it's the gateway to the Sunshine Coast. The airport sits just 9 miles or 14.6 kilometres southwest of Beverly Hills, but the ride can be anywhere from 20 minutes up to an hour due to highway traffic. The most popular mode of transport from LAX is a ride share, with a one-way journey to Beverly Hills costing around $60. A less expensive mode of transport is the metro from LAX Metro Rail Station, or the public bus. However, both of these routes will first travel into downtown Los Angeles before reaching Beverly Hills, which will almost triple your journey time. Once in the hills, I'd recommend using ride shares for convenience so that you don't need to find parking. Here's a pro tip. Beverly Hills is made up of several neighborhoods, but the most popular areas are Westwood, Hollywood, Beverly Glen, Hollywood Hills, and West Los Angeles. Each of these neighbourhoods has its own character and features. There's a lot to see and do in Beverly Hills and the surrounding neighbourhoods. To help you plan the ultimate Beverly Hills itinerary, I've rounded up some of my must-see attractions for you. No trip to Beverly Hills is complete without stopping on Rodeo Drive. The road is always buzzing with a mix of curious visitors and affluent residents splashing the cash. The Beverly Hills sign. While snapping a shot of the Beverly Hills sign with its 90210 postal code might seem like a cliche, I'm sorry to say it's mandatory. Just like it's required to then post the picture on your Instagram account. The Saban Theatre is an Art Deco venue that has been a staple of Beverly Hills for decades, and a range of shows are put on throughout the year, including comedy nights, jazz music, and modern pop performances. The Greystone Mansion is a stunning Tudor mansion that has been the set of many LA films over the years, and a stroll around the gardens provides the opportunity to wander amongst the magic of Hollywood. Virginia Robinson Gardens. Who doesn't enjoy botanical gardens? The Robinson Mansion was one of the first homes built in Beverly Hills, and today guests can book to visit the mansion and grounds on a guided or self-guided tour. Stargazing tours are offered by companies that will take you on guided tours of the neighbourhoods and point out the homes of your favourite stars. While it might seem a bit of a fangirl activity, it is fun to see how our idols live. And now, a word from our sponsors, the Journey Hero travel app. Soon, you'll be able to download the coolest new travel app available anywhere. The Journey Hero travel app puts the power of artificial intelligence on your phone to locate fantastic deals that are tailored just for you. The best part, however, is that after you book and even pay, Journey Hero will continue to look for better deals. Better deals are ones that are at the same or better quality, but lower price. When Journey Hero finds a better deal, it will give you the option to change, and if you accept, it will refund the difference in what you paid to your credit card. How cool is that? Everyone wants an unexpected windfall. You can use the extra money for a bit more shopping on Rodeo Drive. Now, back to our podcast. Beverly Hills has its fair share of restaurants offering a mix of upscale gastronomic experiences and light casual bites, even the occasional taco truck. Here are my personal choices where you'll find me behind those big sunglasses. Little Vitali is a small bistro that has incredible Italian food, excellent wines, and a friendly service that means it's always packed. Tables tend to be close together, and you'll undoubtedly see lots of the rich and famous at this family-owned restaurant. The Ivy is technically in nearby West Hollywood, and this restaurant is one of my favourites for lunch, cocktails, and a relaxing time. The Ivy is frequented by lots of stars, so book early to ensure the availability of a table. South Beverly Grill has, in my opinion, the best food and vibe in Beverly Hills. The service is relaxed but attentive, and everyone is treated well, whether you're an important star or a stargazing visitor. From neighbourhood wine bars to hipster cocktail dens, Beverly Hills has its fair share of places to imbibe. Whether you want martinis with an air of sophistication or a bottle of beer on the rooftop, there's a little something for everyone when night falls. Bar 1912 is a low-lit cocktail bar within the Beverly Hills Hotel, and it's the perfect place to enjoy cosy drinks, particularly if you take a seat on the terrace where you can enjoy views over the hotel's gardens. Top tip, arrive in time for sunset. LP Rooftop Bar sits in West Hollywood and draws crowds of tourists and locals alike, all of which are too cool for school. Who wouldn't want to enjoy sunset cocktails with killer views? Heritage Fine Wines is the perfect after-dark wine bar and bistro to enjoy an evening of wine tasting, which serves organic wines by the glass. If you're here on a Friday night, you'll be treated to live music from the resident band. Budget, boutique, and luxury, Beverly Hills has a hotel for every traveller. Here are my 3 favourite places to rest my head when visiting the hills. Beverly Hills Hotel lets you live like the rich and famous. This luxurious hotel, affectionately nicknamed the Pink Palace, is an icon and has served guests elegantly since 1912. Shutters on the Beach might not technically be in Beverly Hills, but it's only a 15-minute drive away, and it's truly luxurious. Shutters on the Beach is a world-renowned beach resort, popular with the rich and famous in Santa Monica. Guests enjoy beach-chic rooms, a pool with ocean views, and 2 on-site restaurants. Petite Hermitage is a boutique hotel hidden on Cynthia Street in West Hollywood. The hotel features bespoke rooms, a private rooftop, and a heated pool lined with cabanas. It is a hidden gem. Beverly Hills is a unique place that will make you feel like you belong in the glitz and glam, even if you're just a visitor. Live like the rich and famous, shop like a movie star, and dine like a celebrity. Thanks for listening to Travel Tales with me, Isabella. Before we go, show some love by leaving us a review where you found this podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Journey Hero App for more travel inspiration of some of my favourite destinations around the globe. You can also sign up to our newsletter from our website, www.journeyhero.net, to receive updates when I post new blog entries or podcasts. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll be heading to the exotic Macau.